Talking about helicopters, big up Nick Mullen on Austin and Tony Hinchliffe. This is taken from the Elephant Graveyard subreddit. The title is self-explanatory. It is Nick Mullen ruminating on the Austin comedy scene in Tony Hinchliffe. Now, I find this a little bit disappointing because I'm a big fan of Nick Mullen. I loved Come Town and shit. Those guys were amazing. And I really think he'd be a great guest on Rogan. But I don't think saying stuff like this is going to improve his chances of getting on Rogan. Although Rogan should ignore this and still get him on, because I think Nick Mullen will be a fucking sick guest. I think Rogan won't take too kindly to these words.
Unfuckable, unlovable.
That's when I knew Austin was dead.
Gun.
Yo, we got Abe Martinez.
Zinga Poppy Swing Dat Black Ding Ma Zing.
Ding Ma Zing. I like that. Maybe Ding Ma Zing, yeah. Maybe it's a call myself Ding Ma Zing. Because it almost sounds like DeMarcus. You know, you got those black people in America that have those made up Caribbean names. Maybe my DeMarcus is Demazing. Maybe my DeMarcus is Demazing. It'd be like with apostrophe. The apostrophe zing. Demazing. Yeah. Anyway, big up A. Martinez.
Fucking right across the street from me. I guess it used to be a gas station or something, but the sign out front, they installed a handlebar mustache seesaw. It's like, something's happening here. Something's gone wrong. The neighborhood's turning.
You should have shot it.
What year was that?
2011.
Oh, so this is pre-Rogan.
Oh yeah, way before.
Have you been back to Austin since?
I have, yeah. It's not. It sucks now. I saw Tony Hinchliffe the other day, and I was trying to say that to him in a nice way.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, yeah, you know, it was a cheap, fun town. He's like, yes, totally. It's an awesome place. I'm like, no, I'm saying it was. It was cool. I mean, it was a cheap place to live, and he's like, greatest place on earth. Love it. I'm like, yeah, but it's different now.
By the way, not to pause it, I don't want to pause too many clips today, but wasn't that a really good impression of Tony Hinchliffe? Wasn't that a really on point impression of Tony Hinchliffe?
Better way. It improved.
Yeah.
It got stronger.
Yeah, I'm like,
all right.
Nick Mullen's a weird guy.
But I would be like, I was like, yeah, people from LA came and ruined it. And he's like, yeah. Where did you move from? That is the funny thing though about like the LA comics that moved to Austin, and they're like they want to get away from LA, but it's like you've now turned this into,
You turned that into
you turned it into LA
with no ocean.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and demanding bums.
Yeah.
Have you been there? Have you fucked
Yeah,
around
I've been there twice. It's fun to like do comedy and get up, but to hang out and be around the people is the fucking worst.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It is worse. I'd rather hang out in McDougal Street in New York
Interesting.
than 6th Street.
Yeah.
And it's almost the same
That's
thing.
a perfect place for a hat like this.
Yeah.
Walk around with a sousaphone on and one of these. Yeah, I sucked off Bob Dylan one time. I think it was Bob Dylan.
It better have been.
I think it was.
Now, you know what the sad thing is about this, right? I think if Rogan was a proper comedian, right? If he was a proper comedian, he wouldn't care about this sort of stuff. It'd be funny. He'd actually bring it up on the show. I heard you talking shit, you know, he'd actually bring it up. But he's so thin-skinned, so sensitive, so impervious to critique and a little bit of ribbing, he wouldn't be able to take this well. So I don't think we're ever going to see Nick Mullen on fucking, Rogan. It would be great if they had like a reunion episode, right? And Rogan brought them back on to kind of promote the reunion episode or something. That might happen, right? Because he's okay with Starvey. I'm not too sure if Thingamajig has ever been on the show, actually. Adam Freeland. I'm not too sure if he has ever been on there, but still, I think he would probably have all three of them on if he like, you know, two of the three at least. But we know how he is, Rogan. Rogan's a divide and conquer type of guy. When Louis J. Gomez was going at Brendan, he didn't invite Louis J. Gomez to the fucking Rogan show, right? He'd have fucking Big J and Dave Smith there, but he told them not to bring fucking Louis J. Gomez until Louis J. Gomez started to suck off Brendan, and then suddenly Louis J. Gomez is my friend. So unfortunately, I don't think this is going to help, but he does make some good points. Now, the other guy, the point that he made, I know he was speaking about 6th Street. I know he was talking about 6th Street, and you know, from what I've been able to glean online, 6th Street is just full of people fighting, it looks like, right? It's just full of whores, and loads of fights, right? And it seems like the police are quite a bit, I wouldn't say hands off, but they don't look like the videos that I've seen of people fighting on 6th Street. It looks like they give people an excuse to leave. I'm not gonna lie, sorry. The videos I've seen of people fighting on 6th Street, it looks like the police give people a chance to run. Like they blow their whistle and they give you a chance to like stop and disperse. I guess because they don't want to fill out the paperwork of all these fucking dumb fights on the street over someone's charger, someone stepping on your foot, looking at you the wrong way. So they do give you a chance to disperse when they blow their whistle. They don't come straight away and just like grab you up. They kind of give you a warning. Police are here. And then if you look up and you see them, you can run, and then they kind of let you go. But it does look kind of rowdy. It looks like it's a college event or like a university. Like it's too much. But it's interesting because the vibe on 6th Street sort of matches the vibe that people say how it's like on the inside, isn't it? In the green room. And these comedians, again, you don't need to listen to comedy podcasts to know this, but these guys love a hang, innit? They talk about the green room with more reverence than sometimes the stage itself. Which is why I'm surprised there's not really a documentary or some sort of video about comedy green rooms and shit. I wonder, I guess they don't want to do one, because if they do one, they're going to have to go dive into the fucking, you know, the fucking Chris D'Elia side of things, the Joey Diaz side of things, the Brian Callen side of things, you know? They don't want to go into that sort of side of things, but I would love to see a fucking stand-up comedy green room doc. That would be fucking interesting, just to kind of, you know, the history of them, the good ones, the bad ones, careers made, broken, blah, blah, blah. But everyone so far I've heard who isn't on Rogan's payroll, who isn't one of Rogan's 250, has said the vibe in the green room is terrible at the Mothership. Everyone said it. And it's funny because the green room at the Mothership seems like the best one in the, like in terms of facilities and layout and decor, it seems like one of the better ones. It's got loads of stuff. It's got like, you know, a bar, this and that. Other green rooms and other clubs are just like a store cupboard, but it's got a better vibe. And that's mostly because of Rogan's like really grip-like control of that fucking green room. It seems like he doesn't let anybody else in there who isn't meant to be in there. They've got allegedly Navy SEALs in there kicking people out and shit. It's just a really strange room. And supposedly from some people that you hear, they just love to drop like the R word, you know, the F word. Someone like that to say ninja very loosely, so it's like their safe space to like say whatever the fuck shit they want to say, so they go super edgy. So imagine being in a room full of like middle-aged men trying to like out edge each other, you know. So it's a weird vibe. But yeah, I find that very interesting. For all Rogan kept saying about the Mothership and the scene he's trying to creating a somewhat hostile, uncomfortable, weird, bad vibe, not a good hangout green room, seems very anti what Rogan's used to speak about when it comes to comedy. He used to always rave about the green rooms and about the sanctity of it, how important it was to make comedians feel safe and to make them feel relaxed before a show. But it feels like everyone's kind of tense in that green room. I think I heard one report, who said it? Maybe someone in the stream chat, that Rogan just snort. I think it was Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee said when he was at the Mothership, Rogan was just sitting in the corner, aggressively going over his fucking notes, not talking to anybody. Like doing like a pre-game, like he's playing for the Lakers or something, like trying to lock in and give himself words of affirmation. It's like, brother, you're humping the store. You're busting all over a store. You're acting like a gargoyle. Like, it's not that deep. So yeah, Rogan unfortunately takes all the fun out of Komedy. I know I spelled it wrong, but I did that on purpose. Cool. Branding, remember? Comedy branding. Comedy branding.